Hi, I'm Angie Mason. Thanks for coming to my studio. Today I wanted to talk to you about a new product I got. It's upside down. Here it is right side up. It's called Himi and it's Gouache. It's a 24 color paint set that has all the different compartments on the back you see here. It comes in this really nice mint green container. And we're going to open up the little jelly containers that you'll see. They look like little jelly packets. They're really fun. I promise I won't eat them. It's very tempting, but I won't. And let's try it out and let's get into it. Hi guys. So I have a new paint product here that I'm going to be talking about. I just got this paint set from Mia called Himi Gouache. It has 24 colors in these little packets. It comes, let's see what it comes with. Actually comes in this nice little container, the lid. See, it's got these little snaps. I opened this earlier, so if you see a little bit of cat hair, ignore. So you have that. It comes with a palette, which is really cool and helpful. Put that on the side. Also comes with 3 brushes that are in a bag. I'm going to be using these brushes from Gouache Art paintbrush set. It's got 12 different brushes in here. I'll open this in a bit. Only gonna use 1, maybe 2. So this is it. This is what you get when you get your little set. So we'll put this in here. Actually, I'm gonna put this off on the side. Here. So these are your paints. They come in these little containers that look almost like when you go to stay in a hotel and they give you jelly. So they nickname these jelly gouache. And I'm not sure if there's another reason why they call them jelly gouache, but it reminds me of containers that you get jam in, which is really fun. And that's actually, when I saw the packaging of this online, I kind of thought it was so charming, and that was honestly the main reason why I went and got this to try. I've worked in gouache before, but it's not like my go-to paint, but I wanted to try it. I really, I'm open to all mediums. I don't just say watercolor, acrylic, oil. I'll do anything. I'll play with anything you give me. So yes. So what I'm gonna do, I know a lot of people, when you've seen these videos around online with these palettes, everyone just rips open the foil and it has these beautiful paints exposed. But I want to do something a little bit different with these. So how I'm going to open it is actually just to peel back the foil. I'm going to try my best to do it all right. I'm going to peel back the foil a little bit to hopefully extend the life of the paint. And then I'm going to tape it closed. Just put a little tape on it. And actually, let's start. We can probably start doing one. These are, okay. This is a medium yellow. They don't have the specific names on the actual packages, but let me shut this to show you. What they do have is on the back, you have your paint key right here. It's got all the different, and really teeny tiny text, the names of each color. And with that said, I actually created, to do my tests, my palette swatch tests, I created a little color key that I'm going to do tests on just the white, and then also what it would look like against a black background. I left this 24th color blank because when I was looking at the jelly containers, I think it was this one, and this one appear potentially to be identical. This one might be the blue that I'm hoping that it's a really dark, I can't remember, it's not Prussian blue, but it's another deep, rich blue. Or I got two blacks because the SKU number, they're the same. So we'll see. It's gonna be my surprise, my Easter egg, sort of, which isn't really much of an Easter egg because I told you what we're going to be hoping for. So these are the beautiful palettes. I'm going to pause now and take another cut, and then we'll start figuring out how to open these and put them together. So next up, I'm going to be opening up these. Let's move the lid over here. I'm going to be opening up these brushes, which come in a really cute container. I'll show you guys. That was the label I just took off, the paper label. Comes in this plastic container, which is pretty useful to save. But then these brushes came in a fancy velvet bag. They were all individually packaged and wrapped in plastic, which I actually had already removed the plastic, so we don't have to go through that. I'm gonna put the little plastic container off to the side for now. So then I'm gonna pick a brush to work with. Let's see what brushes I could just show you. Some of them have, they come with, I think it was 12 paintbrushes in this set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have all different sizes. Some come with the little plastic protecting lid covers, brush covers. And I think I'm going to be using, for this particular part of the process, maybe I'll just use a nice flat brush. We'll go with this. It's a number 8, and it's like you know, like a synthetic brush. They were on Amazon. I'm gonna have all the information with links and everything and pricing of what I got them for in the information for this video on my YouTube channel, which you're watching, so you know that. So it's a number 8 Dugato flat. We're gonna be using this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attempt now to open these little jelly packs. And what I wanna do is I'm not gonna fully open them, but I'm gonna open them. I'm going to take a little dab of the paint to test it. I'm gonna put a color test on the foil, close it back up, tape it, and go through all my swatches like that. So maybe for this process, we're gonna go into time-lapse mode, and that should be fun to watch, maybe in fast, speedy motion. So get ready for it. Yeah. I'm going to do one that's going to be the process, but in real time. I figured maybe it might be good just to see. So I have my little packet here, the little jelly cup, and with the foil top. So what I do is I just gently lift this container and pull it back just a little bit, so you get a little opening and you can see the paint, and it looks really nice. So then I put that down. I have my cleaned paintbrush. What I've been doing is that I just come in here and take like a little sample of the paint color on my brush. Just enough. It's just a rich color. I'm gonna pat the foil down, which I'll be taping after I get my little sort of drawdown of color swatch on the foil packaging for easy access to see the colors later on. So I'm just painting a strip of color. This one is like called Sky Blue, which it does on certain days look like this color blue. Okay, so then we have our Sky Blue. Let me put my, I'm rinsing my brush, which I know you don't see it, but I have a little container of water in the background. I wipe my brush clean and I get it ready for the next jelly cup. But first, we have to do the little piece of tape that we need. So I tear off a little piece of tape and I get my cup with the foil covering the paint, and I'm just gonna secure it with the tape in hopes that this will protect the life of, extend the life of this paint, rather than having the foil ripped open and no protective cover on the paints other than the lid. So I figured maybe this would help reduce the airflow and keep the paints fresher. So that is the process, and I guess we'll be going back to the time-lapse process. And the next color we're doing, this is really beautiful. I think this one was called Acid Blue, because it's just this crazy rich electric blue color. Okay, so let's go back to time-lapse. And we're back to regular mode. I thought I'd do one more in real time, because maybe I want to talk to you guys. So let's try to peel back this foil. This color looks really pretty. One second. Got some paint on my hand I was just wiping off. So there you go. A little peek. Some color, they call it jade. I think it's really like kind of teal feelings. If you mix it with white, you could probably end up with a really pretty color like this tray. So now let's take some paint from this little jelly container onto my brush, so we can make like a little swatch sample on the cover for easy access to see. Oops, I got some stray paint coming out of this little container. This guy is feisty. Okay, so now I'm going to make my little swatch. Just a little color strip. It's not gonna look as cool as having all the paints open in the container, but like I said, this I'm hoping can extend the life of these paints. I mean, they weren't really, they're very affordable, this whole set, but you know, it's always nice when your paints are fresh and they can move around. They have nice, what is it, is it viscosity? Is that the word? Anyway, let's, oh, I like the sound of that tape. Tear a piece off. And now, I really just wanted to come back on here, give you guys a little taste of some ASMR with paint supplies. Isn't that just so fun? Are you relaxed? Gonna get a good night's sleep? Maybe take a little nap? I like cat naps. So, literally like cat naps, naps with cats. This is another one of our little jelly buckets. Now, I know it's tempting, but do not eat these, even though they're non-toxic, which I love that they are non-toxic paints. That doesn't mean you should eat them. They do look delicious though, don't they, in their little containers? So now I'm gonna head back into time-lapse mode and finish the rest of these trays, and then we're gonna get to the exciting part of actually painting our swatches onto our little swatch menu that we've created. And we're gonna get to see what that final surprise dark color is, if it's a double black or is it a really rich dark blue. We'll know soon enough, but for now, we're going back into time-lapse mode. So as you guys saw in the video, I was trying to conserve the paint by keeping the foil lids on, which actually I'm not going to do that. I'm going to open up the foils. The paint just chips right off the foil. It was a silly idea. I don't know what I was thinking. It's all experimentation and trying out things and seeing how it goes. So we're going to, next up, it's time to rip these foil lids off. That's the fun part, and you can get to finally see all the beautiful jelly gouache rainbow colors in the palette, which is beautiful to see. And again, very tempting. We won't eat them. I just wanted to do one of the foil peelings in real time. So I'm just lifting the foil and peeling it back pretty slowly and hopefully carefully, so I don't make a mess. And I hope I'm not jinxing myself here. Made a little mess on my thumb. So look at that color. Isn't that just so yummy? I love them all so much. Love them. So I've been also, with the excess paint that I have on these foil lids, I've actually just been sort of scraping them into the cup so I could, you know, save some of it, so I'm not wasting all that paint. So let's put that in the little container, and then we'll go back to time lapse. I might have to eat some on toast, guys. Spread a little jelly gouache on my toast. Nah, I'm kidding, but boy, is it tempting. They look so good. So that was the unfoiling of the paints. I put the lid back on just for effect. So I'm taking the lid off, and there are our delicious jelly gouache paints, which we're going to try out, and hopefully everything goes well. So let's get to it, shall we? Do you guys want to take a closer look at these paints though, since I have them open and it is in real time, no time lapse, so you can take a nice slow look at these gorgeous, gorgeous colors. So right now they look really nice. Let's see how it goes. So let's get to it. I'm actually going to turn it around for the paint swatch test. So I will be right back with my paint swatches. Let me go get them. Okay guys, so let's get to doing these paint swatches. I created this little swatch menu, and these paints weren't actually labeled on the foil packages, as I had mentioned before. They're in tiny text on the bottom of the package on the label. There's some names for them, but it's not really clear, so if I'm a little off, I apologize. And I know I spelled burnt sienna wrong here. I was really tired. I know how to spell burnt sienna. I don't know. I just left it because whatever, right? We're really concerned with the colors. We're not concerned with spelling. No, we are. I could white it out and put the proper one when we get to it. Anyway, let's focus. Let's start out with this. It said ponzu. If you hear that noise in the background, that's just my cat tearing up my chair that I hand sewed. My cats just really respect my handiwork. And they think everything's a collaboration and it's completely destroyed. But that's a story for another time. I love my cats. Those are just memory marks. Let's get to painting. This is a first one. I'm dipping in the sauce. Taking my breadstick and dipping it in the sauce. I'm just gonna see how it feels on this palette. Ooh, feels really, it feels nice. It feels nice. So let's try it out on my little menu I made here. My little swatch menu. I'm left-handed right now. I want to be left-handed, so I gotta move this. My light stand is in the way. Okay, guys, apologies. Let's get to it. Here we go. All right, and I might have to get closer to that menu to see what I'm doing. So my head might pop in here. That. I made these black swatches because I just wanted to see what it would look like if I use these gouache on the black. So maybe I'll just we'll do some time lapses, speed things up. But I just wanted to see, like you could see actually, it's smooth that out. It's on there thick. I put the paint on thick, guys. But it is a nice, rich, thick, gouache color. It, you could see the difference how it looks on black versus the white. I could see it. And let's keep going. All right, and we'll check them out too once they dry. I'm thinking maybe I'll also do, let me see if I have my water available. Get a little, see what happens if I put a little water in it. My glasses back on. I took my glasses off, but I think I want them on. So let's see, how does it feel to mix this with water? Some more water. I also heard that when these sort of cake up and dry out, all you do is spray them with water and let them sit, and then mix them around, and they'll come back to life. And you won't notice a difference. Or you shouldn't. Let's just go like this. I mean, it's very opaque. It's gouache. It's not like watercolor, really. I was just trying to see how much mixing it would take to make it more like watercolor. Just out of curiosity. It's a very opaque medium, like it, gouache should be. But I know that it's water-based, so there's a little bit of, I'm sure too, once you're on a larger piece of paper and you can mix more water, you'll definitely be able to, lighten it out like this. Let's do that. How about like that? Ooh. Like a little gradient, a little ombre. I don't know if I'm going to do that with all of them, but I'm just playing around here, see what comes out. So here you go. There it is. This weird swatch that I made you guys. So let's go and do deep red. I rinsed my brush, dried it off, and now I'm moving on to what I believe is the deep red. This Parsons kind of an orangey vibe, like an orange red. This is very deep red. It's very dark. It's like brick red. It's really dark. There you go. Okay. And then if I put it on the black, it's gonna be dark. So then I'm just gonna, like I did before, mix some water into this color, and we're going to be careful not to smear because I'm using my left hand here. Let's see if we can switch. Just gonna put more water in it and keep trying to do like that ombre effect. Right? Alrighty. I think now I am going to move into a time-lapse mode so you can see the rest of these play out in a time-lapse setting. So hang on, guys. We're gonna go for a ride. This looks to be like a really great set with
really vibrant colors. I look forward to making pictures and sharing them with you. You can find links for these paints in the details on the YouTube video and my YouTube channel, as well as my blog, where I'll be posting this video as well, at angiemason.com. Look at me go. So fast. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope maybe it relaxed you or just helped you daydream a bit, with everything being so weird. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Sweet dreams as always, and keep dreaming yourself awake. Be sure to like and subscribe for more art videos.